streets with poverty. But despite all the fuckery, we still stand strong and find a way to make it, though the fight seems long. Every corner got a prophet, a doctor and a teacher. Every ghetto got problems, not trying to mislead you, but the bond is real and memories irreplaceable. Can't relate until or if you grew up in one. Summertime, man, fun, water plug.
Guess what? What day is it? Wednesdays. It's Hump Day. And it's Blaze Indie LA Day.
Yes.
And we are about to start our show.
Blaze.
Now, here comes the music.
Alright, I want to give a shout out to Blaze Indie LA. They always on the scene doing their thing.
The Blaze Indie LA show is live and in studio right now with your hosts, Insane and Lady Impressed. This is where you can get the hottest topics around the industry. What's hot and what's new? Need tips on something? Call in. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking your submissions. Open mic. Wednesdays. Make sure you call in. Or you can join them in the studio. Thank you. Far too kind. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our host, Lady Impress.
Yeah.
Insane.
Blaze. What up? This is your boy Mike Angelo. Welcome to the Blaze Indie
LA show.
Oh, my boy Insane One is not in the building tonight. It's just me and the Empress and our special guest in the building, man. It's going down. Here's our first track from Dubs, Turned Up.
Yeah, turned up. Yeah, I'm turned up. Yeah, turned up. I'm turned up. High is my adrenaline. I'm turned up. Got the strength of 10 of them. I'm turned up. Pumping something into them. I'm turned up. I mentally get rid of them. I'm turned up. I'm balling out. No talk about. You run your mouth and you take it out. I show and prove and I make that move. Mind your beer's not what I do. Boomed up. I stay on clean. Smile big. I stay on beam. Walking hard but they can't compete. Hungry dog and I came to eat. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned. Yeah. There gotta be some comp to be a rivalry. I'm groomed to this game, man, they bras and beat. From that city where we love the beach. Big booty girls got 2 for each. Pumped up tight, my seal don't leak. You know what they say about big old feet. Big fat boy, they houses down. Check that whack it down. Holding chunks, dunking punks. I make them freaking speakers pump. Amped up, clamped up. Pound so good she cramped up. Y'all pretty boys better man up. I got a hood chick that'll stand up. I'm working hard like the Mexicans. I'm different, ain't the rest of them. I learned from the best, say peace, rock him. Ball so hard, I'm above the rim. I'm turned up so calm. Always gotta have a chick with that bomb. Put this whole world in my palm. Give that pretty girl what she want. I'm awesome, dude, I'm surfing boards. Fluid flow, I never pause. Beauty is my ugly flaw. Females never getting bored. Homie, I'm a different breed. Give them me and they complete. Now we all can change the beat. High is my adrenaline. I'm turned up. Got the strength of 10 of them. I'm turned up. Pumping something into them. I'm turned up. I mentally get rid of them. I'm turned up. I'm balling out. No talk about. You run your mouth and you take it out. I show and prove and I make that move. Mind your beer's not what I do. Boomed up. I stay on clean. Smile big. I stay on beam. Walking hard but they can't compete. Hungry dog and I came to eat. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned up. I'm turned. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned. I won't deny ya, I'm a straight rider, attracted to the real in you. I hate you stinking liars, never been a crier. My anger equals motivation. Cowards, I have no relation. Kill you pigs, cooking bacon. All my family die, my flow is like my vacation. Cause every time I'm smiling happy, all my people hating. Let me say evermore with sincerity, cause that's your insecurity. My music is my therapy. Hater dudes stare at me, pretty ladies stare at me. Boys is girls, girls is boys. So music, will you marry me? Do this like a charity. My mind is running free willing. Flow is like a free million. Where I live, no ceiling. I'm always on a beat high, so I turn it up. Tell it blunt, burn it up. Can't hurt me, so give it up. Cause nobody keep it real as this. Not even will a syllabus. My skill is this. Was out the womb killing it. Adrenaline, I'm turned up. Got the strength of 10 of them, I'm turned up. Pumping something into them, I'm turned up. I mentally get rid of them, I'm turned up. I'm balling out, no talk about. You run your mouth and you taking out. I show and prove and I make that move. Mind your beer's not what I do. Boomed up, I stay on clean. Smile big, I stay on beam. Walking hard, but they can't compete. Hungry dog and I came to eat. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned. I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned up, I'm turned.
That was dope.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
We are UrbanIndieRadio.com. UrbanIndieRadio.com is the new online radio network urban independent artists and entrepreneurs have been waiting for. We feature the best up-and-coming independent music artists and entrepreneurs. Enjoy urban music 24/7 streaming live and direct to your PC as well as your tablet or smartphone. This is UrbanIndieRadio.com, your online home for new music from new artists who are next in line to shine. UrbanIndieRadio.com.
Blaze.
Welcome to tonight's edition of the Blaze Indie LA show. I am your producer and co-host, Lady Impress, or I Am Press. Episode number 34.
34.
Yes. So as you can see, we have Mike Angelo in the driver's seat tonight instead of Insane, who couldn't be here. He's actually going to be MIA this week and next week. So we're giving him a little bit of vacation. And Mike Angelo said, yes.
That's what we're saying.
All right, then. Let me just go through a promoted event with you guys. We're still supporting, giving love to Newfangled Visions event. Presents Lyrically Speaking at Raquel's Jazz Lounge. That's going to be on July 31st, going down at 7 p.m. Open mic, Summer Jam, Slam, Light the Night. Hey, it's going to be a good event. You know, I hear a lot of good things about Raquel's. It's going to be open mic, so you know, if you need some information, call me, because I actually might be able to give away 2 tickets. So if you're interested in being a part of Light the Night, open mic, Summer Jam, July 31st at Raquel's, go ahead and give me a call.
I've been there too. It's nice.
I keep hearing that, man. I gotta go. I don't think I actually was supposed to go and be judging this event, but I think Insane is going to go in my place because I've had some things come up. Our schedule is getting real crazy. So I hope Insane, I hope Insane will be there to help judge. For our viewers on video feed, thank you so much. We are, doing really well with our viewers. If you want to call in, give some input on any of the songs you hear tonight, go ahead and call in 1-844-BLAZE-LA, 1-844-252-9352. And I just want to give a shout out. I did go to Pat on the Back Foundation's Youth Expo in San Diego this past Saturday, and it was an awesome event. And I just want to go ahead and shout him out for the good work that he's doing. Patrick Turner, founder of Pat on the Back Foundation, taking some kids to Washington, so they were raising money last weekend, had a very good turnout. Thank you so much for inviting Urban Stars Media to be a part of that function. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Mike Angelo, who's going to introduce our guest, and then he's going to tell us a little bit about, if this is your first time watching, what you can expect to see from us here tonight.
All right, we have the first guest in the building, original Playboi.
Yes.
Let us know a little bit something about you, Playboi.
I'm the original Playboi. I'm actually born out here in San Bernardino. Raised 17 years in LA, 10 years in Seattle. Now I'm currently in Phoenix, putting it down, for the 602, 623. R&B, I'm real universal, Catch me working with a lot of big names, Lil Flip, Slim Thug, Sally Cell, Spice One, Lazy Bone.
Goodness.
Shout out to Harmony House, man. That's my dog over there, Frank Nitty Gritty Studios.
We're going to get into all of that later on in the guest spotlight, but thank you so much for making the trip over.
Yeah.
And our other in-studio guest.
Our second special guest is Mike BMinor in the building. What's up, Mike?
What's up with y'all?
We good.
Welcome to the Blaze.
Thank you.
Glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
All right.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
He just got off of a plane and came here, so he's a little bit sluggish. We're gonna give him a little bit. We're gonna give him a little bit into the show, and then we gonna put him on.
Let me wake up.
Tell our viewers, if this is the first time, Mike Angelo, of them watching us, what they can expect.
Well, you can expect some good music, some hopefully good lyrics, some R&B and some jams, and some, good people in the house doing our thing, working hard. We got my boy Jason on the camera. We're doing our thing.
We have another man in building.
He's doing our thing. And we got the beautiful lady in the building.
All right.
This wouldn't be working without her. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into a little commercial break, and we'll be back in a minute. Please.
Insane One Records is looking for rap, hip-hop, R&B, or gospel artists with projects already completed, including singles, EPs, or albums. We offer global distribution, artist development, social media management, publicity, and marketing. For consideration, please submit your press kit to insaneonerecords@gmail.com, or for more information, call Insane at 951-796-1141. Insane One Records.
All right, guys, we're going to get into our music review session, which is the foundation of our show. We're going to be listening to 5 tracks. We're going to be judging them on commercial appeal, lyrical content, flow and delivery, song structure, production quality, and the beat. These songs were submitted to us from independent artists all over the world. So our first song is going to be Lay It Down.
Lay It Down.
Yeah, it's DJ City, GFA Lyricist Edition, taking it to Ontario. We all over the map. DMV we putting on. Follow me at DJ City 01. GFA, Russ the Pro. Let's go.
In the Benz, cruising on through London town. Jamming 674, that mean it's going down. I like my wheel, show me love when I come around. Switching lanes, anything,
From DC up to London, I keep my stereo thumping. 674 that I'm bumping, and I got the whole hood jumping. Front end like it's nothing, I'm smoking on something. You can smell before you hit me, call that loud back, I'm stunting. Treat my whiskey like my shoes, soon I buy them by the pair. I go shopping once a month, so that's 24 cars a air. I just drive them to the airport, then I hop off in my lair. Boy, I'm high as fuck before I even take off anywhere. There I go, there I go. Yeah, I'm showing off again. All them niggas waiting, hating, cause a pro and all his friends. 20 deep in VIP and all them doors trying to get in. She gon' prove how bad she want it when I'm throwing Benjamins. Man, it's PLO and Pro from DC to Ontario. Man, that was just trying to roll, cause all her friends is down to go. We sipping on some mo, and we blowing on some dro. I'm fitting to get some mojas, cause I got some dough to blow. Pro.
PLO, that be me in the Benz, cruising all through London town. Jamming 674, that mean it's going down. Holla at my wheel, show me love when I come around. I'm switching lanes, anything,
Shit, I'm sick of this, no doctor. If my whip game proper, y'all act got all these people fools where you can deserve an Oscar. 674, need to go cop this. Drive around through London town, see it's out with topless. Somebody call Miss Carrie, baby. Say that girl my swagger right. I'm riding by your girl, give me the eye. Your wife be finna get back tonight. Get a good seat for that show now, cause PLO put Pro down. Rapping that GFA all day, and it just fitting to go down.
PLO, that be me in the Benz, cruising all through London town. Jamming 674, that mean it's going down. Holla at my wheel, show me love when I come around. I'm switching lanes, anything, finna lay it down.
Right.
All right, then lay it down.
That was Lay It Down.
What you think about that, Mike Angelo?
I'm gonna start it off. Commercial appeal. I think it's like a hood song. You know what I mean? Trap song. Lay It Down. What they did was they covered up the curse words. I like that. As far as the lyrical content, I gave it a 6.5, 7, because he was in the pockets. He wasn't talking about nothing wild. It was just laying it down. Flow and delivery, I gave a 7. Song structure, I gave a 7. As far as the production quality, I gave it a 7 because it's good for that type of song. The beat was kind of hype for the lyrics he was talking about. Overall, I gave it a 7.5.
All right. Okay. What about you?
You know, I think the beat and production quality sounded good as soon as the beat started. It's something to kind of catchy, you know what I mean? Commercial-wise, I don't really see too much commercial appeal, especially with what's going on with the radio nowadays. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to captivate multiple listeners. So lyrical content was cool. I like to kind of hear a little bit more harder, you know, rhyming words or people that kind of maybe rap something rhyming after the clap. Okay. Flow and delivery, some of them sounded good. Some of them sounded like they could have stepped it up a little bit more, in my opinion. Okay. But I'm a writer, so like, you know, that's just my opinion. But honestly, I don't knock the hustle. I don't knock the flow. The song sounds good. Honestly, I'd love to get in the studio with him and kind of show him what I know, because I know that I could help that whole delivery.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, but overall, you know, I'll probably give it like a 7. You know, it sounds pretty good. I think everybody, that's the music game. Everybody's trying to incline and get better. So, yeah, definitely, I'm with it though. It's cool.
Okay, Mr. Mike BMinor.
Wow. Feel me? Off the top, you feel me? I think, you know, in my own personal opinion, I think the song was pretty dope. I think that definitely, like, I wasn't too fond of the hook delivery. Like, the actual verses was pretty dope. They were on point. I like the delivery. Lyrically, you know, you were pretty much, I don't want to say average, but you were flowing. It's dope. You know, you wasn't saying nothing like that was like super out there, but it wasn't, you know, at the same time, it wasn't like, you know, you can always change shit up every time you want to do it, but definitely, like, I like the fact that you guys covered up the cuss words. You have a clean version, so, you know, it's present. You definitely want that. So for when you play in the club, you can curse. When you don't have it in a club, you can definitely, you know, have it clean and whatnot. For me, I guess I had to differ from everybody up in here. I'll have to say I really wasn't too fond of the mix. I think the mix could have been better. So as far as production quality, it, you know, definitely, like with the explosion at the end, it was way louder than everything else. You know what I mean? Like the verse was a little bit louder than the actual hook. I mean, it's different things. I think definitely you want to pay attention to every aspect of the song, not just if it sounds dope, you know, if it flows or whatever. You want to make sure that everything is put pieced together correctly. So
appreciate that, BMinor.
Yeah, that explosion portion at the end, it kind of shook me too. I was like, oh, well, what happened here?
Lady Empress, what you think?
Ontario, Canada in the house, thank you so much for submitting. And actually, we have, I think, 2 tracks from the same artist back to back.
Okay.
I didn't care for all that stuff in the intro. That's something you put on like a mixtape.
Okay.
But if this is your original song and you're sending it to like A&Rs or you're sending it to radio, don't nobody want to hear all that on the front of your song. So just take that right out. Now, I like the fact that they faded out the cuss words, but it was like the way they did it. It was kind of like rough.
Yeah, real rough. Mix downs, masters.
But I actually think I like the word he said, average. I think the whole production of the whole song on this one is an average, and that to me is like about a 7 as far as a score. The production was okay, but had some issues with something being louder than the other, and I think your flow was okay. I think your flow was okay, but your lyrical content was just sort of average. So overall, I would probably give that song a 7.
Okay, and I'm gonna do a insane one. Artist development. Artist development class.
Shout out.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with tightening up your skills. Artist development. That's insane one.
And you can call him at 951-796-1141 and get you some artist development.
Okay, now here's our song number 2, Easy to Say.
I can't look in the mirror, so I just talk to my shadow. I'm praying that I'm not as conceited, as vain, as shallow as people think that I am. Yeah, I think I'm a man. As me, every verse is worth a couple $100,000. And you gotta understand, I am that peak the man, only rapper that's spitting glass after he eat the sand. Take the worst of situations, make a masterful creation. They are married to the game, I'm after the relations. I got all the drive and ambition, I'm in need of patience. They talk too much for me, so I'm like, this conversation. Just try and get compensation from this occupation. I'm fighting for my life and I'm winning this altercation. These music, any alterations, new stylists and decorators. GFA till I decay, and you can expect the haters. I got so much heart that I could not neglect my haters. Those who didn't think I'd make it, cause this is easy to say, but it's easy to say, but harder to do. Making my dream reality, so what about you? Told me I wouldn't make it, said I never go far, but how they gon' doubt me all when I'm working this hard? It's easy to say, but harder to do. Making my dream reality, so what about you? Told me I wouldn't make it, said I never go far, but how they gon' doubt me all when I'm working this hard? It's easy to say I make it, but it's much harder to do it. Hesitating to lose your placement, so I just get right to it, I do it, no big shine. I do this for my family meeting, put my city on. Been running all my life, but I ain't out of breath. Chasing after that paper, just a couple more steps. I feel it in my chest, my good heart and my soul. Angel over my shoulder, God on my side, so how could I fold? It's obvious I'm bodying everything in my way, and everybody that doubted me probably got nothing to say. Got no choice but to respect it. I silenced all my skeptics. If all these rappers sick, I feel a lot like antiseptic. Antibiotics, told my niggas I got it. I can't take these rappers seriously. Animatronics, feeling better than ever. Took an uneasy hiatus to get my shit together. Cause this shit is easy to say, but it's easy to say, but harder to do. Making my dream reality, so what about you? Told me I wouldn't make it, said I never go far, but how they gon' doubt me all when I'm working this hard? It's easy to say, but harder to do. Making my dream reality, so what about you? Told me I wouldn't make it, said I never go far, but how they gon' doubt me all when I'm working this hard? Countdown on the beat.
That was easy to say. And me and Mrs. are going to take this call right now.
Yes. We're going to bring in this call. Caller, you're live on the Blaze in LA show.
Hey, what's going on? I'd like to give a shout out to my man Playboi. This is Dot Mouth, the Prince of Cali.
Hey!
Dot Mouth, what up, baby?
Thank you.
What's going on with you, son?
Dot Mouth was good.
I just got to give you congratulations. You're doing your thing. Keep holding us down, man. That's the team.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Doc. Real talk, brother. Real talk. You know we're going to link soon, man. I'm going to be out there in the Bay, man. You know I'm going to come link with you.
Oh, definitely I'll link. Well, actually, I'm packing right now, and I'm on my way out there to Atlanta. I'm about to finish doing this deal with D4L, G Unit, because they merging in with our company. So I'm on my way flying out there to finish the contract. Shorty Low got a new video in August, so we pushing that brand real hard.
Hey, you need to bring some of those artists and all that good stuff and good news through the Blaze in LA show, okay?
Oh, definitely. With a time in the interview so that we can get it popping.
Yeah, we'll talk later. I'll get your information from Playboi and we'll talk later, okay?
Dot, you know I'm gonna plug you, Dot. You already know, fam.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, brother. It's all love.
Man, y'all keep doing your thing. I got y'all tuned in.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a good night. All right. So that song, Easy to Say.
Easy to say. We're going to go with BMinor on this one. Go on, take it off top, BMinor.
Okay. Well, I mean, same thing. Mix needs work. I think the flow is dope. I really think you know how to ride beats well. I think it'll sound better with the right, mix on it. You feel me? Definitely. I think it's a nice album track. It definitely isn't like a single or something like that you want to put out. It's definitely just like an album feeling, like something that has, something that's deep, something that you could deal with, and you could put on your project. But it's not something that you want to come out and like, okay, this is my #1 single. This is what I want everybody to know me by. Lyrically, you was better than your last song. So that was dope. It was a little bit more intel. I mean, and that's just my personal preference. I like just deep lyrics and stuff like that. So you were a little bit deeper with that. The beat was cool. You feel me? I just, like I said, my biggest thing is, like I said, it's just about the whole package. It's about bringing everything together. Your mix, your master, your flow, your beat, everything. You feel me? Definitely. I agree with Lady Impress. Definitely you need to check on those. Your bleeps, because it's really harsh, and especially on a smooth song like that. You don't want harsh bleeps. Right. So definitely check on all that. But I mean, that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, Lady Impress, what'd you think?
I'm just ditto on everything he said. I wrote filler song all the way. That song didn't really capture me. It lost me because it just wasn't too interesting to me personally. So definitely a filler song. And again, like he said, because of the way the words were bleeped out, it was too disruptive. It was just too disruptive. So I think you need some production tweaks, and like I said before, I think you have a decent flow, so you've got the basics of that put together, but I think you need some other stuff supporting your project there.
Okay. Original Playboi, what you think about it, man?
As far as the production quality, I think that it sounded like it was wrapped over in MP3 file format instead of all the waves. I think the beat was cool. It was real smooth. Definitely doesn't really have a whole lot of commercial appeal, in my opinion, just based off what I'm hearing on the radio nowadays. Maybe 15 years ago, the lyrical content, it did sound good. The flow is cool. I think it's the repetitiveness of the flow that kind of loses the attention, it's the na 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 like you really got to change it up nowadays to keep the listener involved. So song structure though, man, if you have an idea, I don't knock anyone's song structure because it all comes from hard or lived experiences or so overall I'll probably give it like a 6.5, but again, it's constructive criticism, and there's always room for improvement. So that's something that I've been learning the last 15 years I've been in this game. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take the chair for a minute. I agree with the whole panel. Your flow, you can flow, but that's nothing without the track, man. You need everything under that track. That track is what's gonna get you, because they can cut your vocals out and have that hook going, and the track is gonna play. They want them vocals right, man. So artist development. Insane One Records, man. I'm gonna keep plugging my boy because he ain't here to say it. But I know if he was sitting right here, he would say it. But keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? Keep hanging in there like clothes in the closet, man. You're gonna be all right, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
All right. What's our next track?
Our next track is Fresh to Death.
Here we go. Fresh to Death.
pulled up in that 63, that AMG, you know it. Can't save money cause I blow it. I'm moving weight, you know it. Them calisthenics, I'm in the gym, my pockets full like them runs. Don't buy weed cause I grow it. Since stay lean and I blow it. Bitch Keisha Cole with that activist, I'm too on it, you know it. That bullshit, I'm not for it. You love these hoes and we know it. I toss them up, take them down, then pass them around in my bus. I never trust no bitch. I'ma die trying to get rich. That's why I do dirt by my damn self. Cause my mom ain't raised no stitch. Said I never trust no bitch. I'ma die trying to get rich. That's why I do dirt by my damn self. Cause my mom ain't raised no stitch. I'm fresh to death, you know it. 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 I got them chains all on my feet. Ain't even in store shit. I just gave your girl that beat. And then I'ma hit her friend next. I'm fresh to death, you know it. 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 I got them chains all on my feet. Ain't even in store shit. I just gave your girl that beat. And then I'ma hit her friend next. She fine as hell and she know it. I'ma catch that ass and she throw it. I'm in the club on a Sunday. She bust it open, I throw it. My chain blangin', you know it. My dick drag on that floor. No Kevin Hart, but I got the hammer. I nail a pussy, she know it. I'm gassed up and you know it. I guess my nickname should be born. I got your girl choosing that fly music over everything, and you know it. I hold that black down with my boys. We too loud, smoking that noise. And if that's one time, I'm out of here like I'm on the run, and you know it. I don't like talking about it, that's short. I bet my girl better than yours. Fuck them snake niggas, I don't mess with them. My grass cut and you know it. I don't like talking about it, I show it. I bet my girl better than yours. Fuck them snake niggas, I don't mess with them. I'm killing shit and you know it. I'm fresh to death, 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 you know it. I got them chains all on my feet. Ain't even in store shit. I just gave your girl that beat. And then I'ma hit her friend next. I'm fresh to death and you know it. 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 I got them chains all on my feet. Ain't even in store shit. I just gave your girl that beat. And then I'ma hit her friend next, yeah.
That was Fresh to Death and you know it. We're gonna take a caller right now on the Blaze Indie Radio Show.
Hello, caller. You're live on the Blaze Indie LA show.
Hi, I was calling to give a shout out to my boy Mike BMinor.
Yay!
Whoa!
That's some lady love. Lady love.
What's up with it?
What they do is your girl Remedy High.
Oh, never mind. She over here promoting herself.
No, she said, I want to give a shout out to my boy.
I appreciate that, Mama. Thank you so much.
All right, honey. Are you looking at us on the video feed?
Yes, I am.
We're waiting at you. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. Any thoughts about that last track we played?
I thought it was okay. It could have been better. Like, the mixes were fine. Like, they could have been better also. But overall, it was pretty cool.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Okay.
And we're going to be back on the music review about Fresh to Death and you know it. I'm going to take it off first. I love the hook. The hook caught me. You know what I mean? The beat was cool. Overall, the song was cool. I'm going to give you a 6.5. Still keep doing your thing, though. You're real close to getting you a little hit, man. I like that hook. I need that beat to bang a little bit more. But you there, man. You there. So, I'm going to pass the mic to the lady.
Well, I want you to, though, explain why you gave it a 6.5, but you said it's close to being a hit.
I say 6.5 because it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Like I said, the hook grabbed me. I think the beat needs to be a little bit more of a banger. Because Fresh to Death and you know it, I mean, that could be talking about clothes, shoes, whatever. Your car, inside your car, anything. So that's why I gave it a 6. You're almost at a 10. You're almost there, bro. Keep doing your thing, though. That's why I said 6.
Okay. I wrote, I could hear it playing in the, radio in the club, except for it's not the commercial appeal. Right. I mean, it's not radio ready, but I think it has some appeal. I don't know if people are going to go out and buy it in droves in its current form, because I also thought that it needed, your flow was okay, but the delivery to me was not okay. He was, I don't want to say monotone, but he had no emphasis in some of the
snapping on the words.
Yeah, it was not popping. Whereas I do agree with Mike Angelo, the song could be close to being a good song with a few tweaks. I actually like the beat, and like I like your flow and I like your voice, but you're not delivering this in pocket the way that you should be, the way that it could be to be made better. In its current form, I'm going to give it a little bit better than Mike Angelo. I'm going to say it's about, I would give it a 7 to a 7.5.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to my boy, original player. What you think, player?
You know, I think it was a pretty solid track, honestly. I'm gonna score a little bit higher. I think the hook needs something to it, though. I like the lyrics, I like the hook, but I mean, it needs like something to kind of amp the track more, like how Lil Jon would do something to it, or catchy something in the background that would catch your attention. Because I mean, you know, the hook sounds pretty solid. So as far as lyrical content, you had me kind of smiling, you know, over here at a few different times. I was like, yeah, he really just said that. Yeah, that was cool. Okay, that was cool.
You know what you talk about, man.
Beat, production quality, I'm with it. You know what I mean? You know, my biggest thing is send your music out to get professionally mixed and mastered. You know, spend the money in it, especially if you're going to invest in your career. You know, make sure that you do it to the best. You know, don't sell stuff out of the middle of the mall like Riff Raff would say. Buy the alligator, buy the real Louis, buy the real Gucci. There's a reason why it's real. So, you know, song structure was cool, and honestly, I'll give you an 8, man. It sounds like something that they be banging out in the Bay right now. So, you know, I'm with it.
BMinor.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to ditto on what Playboi said. Yeah, it definitely, I do think that it did have like, you know, a nice hit to it. You feel me? Like it had a good feel. Like when I was listening to it, I was thinking to myself, it reminds me of like You Only You Know, or like 2 Chainz, like 36 or something like that. It got that flow to it. I definitely think like when you came up, I was like, is Tyga on the track or something like that? You know, some Tyga stuff. One thing I do want to say, like in the beat, it was just like, I don't know, it's like that, it sounded like you said like Tyga, something like this, some whisper, but it's like something I hear like on a whole bunch of beats. So that could be a plus or a minus, I don't know, because if that's like a sound click beat that you just rapped over, then that ain't your beat. Feel me? But definitely, you know, you want to just make sure, like, you know, definitely with the mix and everything, you want to bring everything together. I also like what was said as far as, you know, you want to be snappy, like I'm fresh to death, you know, but you have like a smooth little flow to it, like I'm fresh to death and you know it, like you know, something like that. You want to definitely change it up. You want to make it snap because you definitely want to do that. And definitely, you know, a big thing that you have to think about is like, you know, not even saying that you were like trying to jock nobody's style or whatever, but definitely saying that, you know, listening to this, it reminded me of so many different elements of different songs that are like out right now. You definitely want to know that if you're going to imitate them, you got to imitate them to the core, so that you ain't, you know, because then what we're hearing right now, what we're saying is based off, okay, we done heard this. Like I done heard 2 Chainz 36 and I hear this. So then when I hear this, it's like, okay, it's not on that level. So you definitely want to analyze every last thing, not just from the words that they saying, but you definitely want to make sure you put a lot more into it. And lyrically, yeah, you definitely had me, you know, laugh a couple of times over here.
That 808 drum. Yeah. You gotta make it bounce. You gotta make it bounce.
Okay. This is our next track will be Young, Black, and Gold.
Don't let them teach you other. Now
class and unity. Let's organize for wealth, build our communities. Young, black, and gold. Young, black, and gold. I had to keep it Frank L. in just like Aretha and meet you through the speaker. Kid of a pulpit preacher. I hope the words will reach you. Let history be the teacher. Young, gifted, and black. Simone influenced me, bruh.
No, I think from intelligence to make them conscious of what has been done to my people around the world. It helps to change the world.
Okay, that was a real short one there.
Yeah.
I was feeling that for a minute, but we're gonna get to this review then. Guys, you gotta send longer songs in, man. That was a good song. You had us in here bobbing and vibing and listening to the words. Commercial appeal, I'm gonna judge it. I say yes. Lyrical content, I gave you 7.5 to an 8, excuse me, because you were so fluent and talking about something. Then your flow and delivery was in pocket. Your song structure was cool, 7.5. Your production quality, I gave a 7.5. And your beat, I gave it a 7.5, 8. But it was a short song, man. Good topic, nice hook. We need longer songs, man. BMinor, what you talking about?
Oh, I definitely agree with you. I definitely think that was a nice interlude. You feel me? Like it would have been really cool, but like definitely when you put it on the radio, you feel me? You don't want to send interludes in. You feel me? You don't send interludes into the radio. But definitely your flow. I definitely was like feeling it like a little Nas, little tip on there, a little bit of that, a little touch of it. The beat really caught me when it came off. It had like a Flying Lotus, Ninth Wonder type. You feel me? I love that, mad love. You feel me? Actually, I met Flying Lotus, and so definitely like, and he's like real chill. And so when you know him and then to hear your delivery, I'm like definitely that sounded like something I could have been married right there.
Okay.
Mix was a lot tighter than all the other songs I've heard today.
Right.
It still could have used some touches, like you feel me when I sample at the end. Came in, I definitely think that you could have, you could have brought that down. It just kind of popped in a little bit, but it was way better. It was a lot more tighter than all the other songs I heard. Lyrically, you were dope. You feel me? I like the pocket. You really flow with it. So you feel me? Like I don't want to give numbers. I don't give numbers. I just give feedback on
That's
it. But
good.
you feel me?
Okay. Lady Empress.
Well, I was getting into the song and then it ended, so that's kind of a bad thing for me because I'm a little slower than everybody else. But I like that the story and the message. I could see it in a movie. I can see playing in a movie.
Scored.
Scored. Playing on the radio, maybe it's not like it's not like today's type of music. It's too
Smooth.
conscious for
Too smooth.
But unfortunately, remember last week Marvin Watkins was saying sometimes the good songs they don't make it because it's just what they want to hear now is more of the crap. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 for effort, but actually you need to make longer songs.
Longer songs, okay. Original Playboi.
I actually liked it. I thought it was hot. It's real smooth. It was like it was emotion capturing music, and that's something that I really like to listen to. So it brings me back to my Pac days. He catch that emotion. However, he's more of like on a common type thing, like higher lyrical power, which I liked. You know what I mean? And definitely the positive movement that he's presenting in the track. Flow and delivery, I was with. I think whoever was singing the Young, Black, and Gold, man, that vocalist could have gone through the song behind you and hit some certain parts to really make it, yeah. So anytime there's an R&B singer on it, I tend to tell them, go through and just do what you can do, and we'll keep and cut, and but beat and everything was on point, man. I give it a 9. I just again, I wish it was longer. It's more of like an intro to an album.
Right.
Maybe the album's called Young, Black, and Gold, or the outro to an album. But it was hot. I'm with it. I definitely like to hear some more music from that artist.
Okay. We're gonna get into this last song of the music review, and this is called No Light, No Love.
It's a little something. fuck hip-hop, but on the real, man, I even tried to wipe her. From a cipher to them bars, alcoholic, I'm a lifer. Abusing my addiction with every word that's written. Smitten by the governments, the people say they loving it. Supersized genocide, fed in the handbag. Banging over beats, take the bombs out of Baghdad. In Iraq and Iran, that war don't bring peace. The world will need awakening, rise out of that deep sleep. You reaching for the ambient, called to be a transient. The vapor bring a coma unless your third eye is open. Only here for a short time, the hourglass cracked up. One rhyme away from one line, my coke been cracked up. Addiction turning deadly, people wonder what the answer is. The evil spreading cancerous, my life involved the cannabis. Only slowing theirs down, warming up this cold world with hip-hop. We get it, the fellowship so eternal. The truth to burn inferno, hard times we wanna ease them up. Firearms, gasoline, sweater, red to blaze them up. On another level, never coming down from where we at. Humble kings walk the street, don't have to ride the chariot. Everybody say they real, the system's built to counterfeit. Charging us to live on Mother Earth, that's some scary shit. Married to the money, then your vision must be lacking. Now reality and karma got it cracking, time for intervention. It's no light, no love, it's no light, no love. When you're living in the cold world, it seems like it's no light, no love, it's no light, no love. Now there's southern boys still ripping down for that wood, ripping, toting on that photo. Bang harder, that steel tipping, fuck the cold slab. The heat on me often make me bring it out the closet. This a monster that we talking, heard that if I wanna make it, I had to be on gay shit. Believe my team that made it, and that offer we not taking. If that's you, do your thing. If it's a girl, it's a man. I ain't tripping on your choices, just keep them out my lane. Yeah, my mind frame enlightened, I'm a part of the ship. KRS and Nas influence, slay the lyrical gift. Historical riff, a million miles ahead of ya, light years, etc. High above the dark side, destroying every barrier. Hawks taking flight from the carrier. Question everything, cut your strings, man, I'm daring ya. Took the cards they gave me and analyzed, they aimed, threw them down, told them we ain't playing games. Make a choice, take a stand, believe in peace for every man, but send them to the cemetery if on you we lay a hand. And that was Malcolm, find the X in yourself. We're related by equality, don't fuck up your health. If hell is hot, this where we live, we are part of the mill. You or I, God or we, the earth rely on our help. And even after you, the earth will still be here. So in touch with the green, you hear the trees right here. Trees right here. You hear the trees right here. Trees right here.
That's right. Dark as a sky. That's right. Oh, yeah. Friday. Oh, yeah. Dark as a sky. That's right. Oh, yeah. Friday. Oh, yeah. Dark as a sky. That's right. Oh, yeah. Friday. Oh, yeah. Dark as a sky. That's right. Oh, yeah. Friday. Oh, yeah. Dark as a sky. That's right.
Wow, wow, wow.
Interesting.
He gave us 2 verses though, but man, I mean, I'm gonna have to take that one, man. I'm gonna jump this one off first, real quick. Soul, hip hop, consciousness, knowledge. I love to switch up to the second verse, man. I give you a 9, bro. I only gave you a 9. I wasn't gonna give you a 10 because there's not a third verse on there. I need a third verse. Cause you killed them first 2 verses, bro. I love the beat, I love the hook, I love everything about it. 9 on them. Lady Impress.
Yeah, I like the song a lot as well, especially the transition in the second verse. But the Iraq references and stuff for me, although that stuff is coming back around,
yes,
so it's coming back relevant again.
Yeah.
But I was only disappointed by You Left Me Hanging with no third verse.
Yes.
That was really disappointing. So for that, I'm going to give you an 8.5 for your effort. Good message, history. Very good song for me. I love it, but I needed a third verse.
BMinor.
I'm definitely gonna say first off that beat, that sample was nasty, man. That sample was just, and that switch up, yeah. Like that's one thing I love is when you super musically inclined, you gotta know like if that wasn't you, whoever your producer was, keep him around, because that was just nasty. Lyrically, yeah, you was just out there, bro. You was really killing with the lyrics. Your flow and delivery was definitely there. First off, you know, for me, like a compliment. When the track came on, the first thing I said, well, this mug was mastered. I was off top. I was like, it's off top, been mastered, and I was completely like, you know, like definitely the mix sounded a lot tighter. You feel me? You know, I think it was too long of a play out at the end. I think, you know, you gave enough time for me to come on and jump in. You feel me? And put my own bars on there. So I definitely think that, especially when you had it like as dope as it was, I think, you know, either fill that space or end the song. I disagree. I'm one of the people, like, if you kill him with 2 verses, hey, make them go to the next track. You feel me? Like, I definitely like that. You feel me? I definitely feel like you definitely was up there. And like, well, like the trees right here. Hey, bro. All right.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Okay, original Playboi.
Hey, man, hands down, I give you a 10. 100%. I gotta tell you, you know, I gotta go in the opposite direction with everything that was said. First of all, anything on the radio is 2.5 minutes or under, so I'm with the 2 verses, especially the way you were chopping, you were killing it. I was like, damn, dude, got lyrical content, remind me of Nas, got heart, got soul. I was with it 100%, and honestly, I like to fade out because the song was such an emotional song. That fade out makes you just kind of go like, damn, I gotta hear that again. Let me restart that again, because it just captured me like that. So, man, hands down, 10 right off top, man. I'd like to hear a whole album of that.
You got a 10.
Yeah. Don't like no love. Yeah. That was the name of that cut right there. So, you know, we're gonna.
That concludes our music review session for tonight. Yes, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Ladies.
You are now tuned into Royalty Pay Radio. Urban Indie Radio LA, the place where spins turn into ends. If you're an indie artist and you want to get your music into heavy rotation, give LaShawn a call at 951-665-8365. That's 951-665-8365. Urban Indie Radio LA, where independent artists get paid for plays. Tune in, turn up, and blaze one. Check us out online at urbanindieradio.com or on your mobile devices via the TuneIn Radio app.
All right, yes. It is that time of the night when we get into our in-studio guests who have come from far and near and far to join us tonight here at the Blaze Indie LA show. So let's get into these guests. We're going to start off first with the original Playboi!
He's in the building!
Yes, now, Playboi.
Yes, ma'am.
How we get that name, first of all.
You know, I grew up in LA, Hawthorne Elementary, Jefferson High School, Democrats, baby.
Right.
Only for 2 years, and I moved to Seattle. But, you know, I was an athlete, basketball, football player. And one of my good homeboys, we'll call him Skindo. He was skinny and had a lot of money. If you're listening, I know he's out there. He noticed that I'd walk the halls and put my arms around different females, and it was around the time that you know, Birdman, Lil Wayne, everybody was saying Playboi. So he was like, "You're Playboi," and it just kind of stuck, you know. And then I moved to Seattle, and I started doing music, and I noticed there was like 50,000 Playboys. So, you know, I dropped the Y, picked up the I at the end, so it's Playboi. And then, you know, then I realized there was 150,000 of those. So I just said, you know what, I'm the original Playboi. I'm 30 years old. And, you know.
Claim it.
That's just how it goes. You know, the ladies are my big supporters, and, you know, I love you ladies. And, you know, it just kind of stuck. I've always sang R&B and done hip-hop and East Coast, down South, West Coast, trap music, you name it, I do it. You know
that was going to be my next question, because when you said you grew up in L.A. and then you went to Seattle, and you've been some other places, so all that is combined.
All the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, you know, Los Angeles, I just... And I grew up listening to Pac, E40, The Click, you know what I mean, all the way to Craig Mack, you know. Boom. So, you know, I grew up really around a lot of different types of music, so it just kind of Now it's just what I'm putting out, and you know, I want to give the people what they want. So I stick to multiple genres, and because I've got multiple types of fans. So know, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about where you're at now, what you have going on in your music career.
Well, you know, shout out to my manager Chandra, stepping in my cipher. She you know, she picked me up, and L Burner Records has worked with DMX and Method Man and Redman, and my producer. His name's DJ Nightbreed. He's out of Phoenix. You know, him and I are now working together. I'm with his label. I'm also a spin-off of the Coke Boys, the Cocaine Gang, French Montana's group. So I'm CCG certified as well. And then, you know, I'm pretty much just, I'm just striving for greatness. I'm after what every artist is after. You know, we want to get paid, make a wealthy living, doing what we love to do.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, you know, God is good, and you know, shoot, I almost died in 2004, and there was a reason why I didn't. So, yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, now coming back after something like that, it just makes me hungrier, makes me stronger. You know what I mean? So, and I've been through it all. The hustle since I was 13 years old. The streets is all I've ever known. So, you know, now it's bringing everything that I've learned all the way up to date. To put out to my people, so, and I can relate to everybody. So
you did with my boy Yo West with it too, right?
Oh yeah, that's my dog.
Yo, what up, baby?
What up, baby? I got him on the track with RBL Posse, man.
That's
with
what
Black
I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got a banger on the album, Radio Hits. It's getting ready to come out. I got some major features on it, like Lil Flip, Guinness World's Fastest Rapper, No Clue. That's my boy Ricky from the 206. He out here in LA though.
What's the name of the project right now?
It's called Radio Hits.
Radio Hits.
Yeah, every track is just something that you could potentially hear on the radio.
Wow, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
No filler songs there.
No.
Good content. Yes.
Not, you know, we ran through about maybe 40 tracks, and we compressed it down to 15. We got something for the top 40 dance listeners, those fist pumpers, you know. We got trap music on there for all you trap stars. You know, we got I got Lazy Bone on there. Shout out to Harmony House. Glasses Malone, that's my family, man. Spice One, that's my dog. Selly Cell, you know, I got him on a motivational, inspirational track for women. Talking about no matter who you are, you know, height, race, age, weight, size, you're beautiful, smile.
Older?
So, yeah, doesn't matter who you are, you know, smile, you're beautiful. So, Selly Cell and I will be dropping a video to it. We've got it halfway finished already. So,
I like that, man. You moving.
Yeah. Party with my man Chief Keef. You know, I'll be working with Chief here hopefully before too long. I do a lot of work in the Chi. So, you know, and then, man, like honestly, it just keeps getting bigger and brighter, you know. So hoping on some stuff with Chris Brown, Kendrick Lamar, and we working on something with Paul Wall. That's my dog. Shout out to Paul Wall.
All right, now.
Yeah.
South, man.
Big Bang sounds good. So first of all, so I don't forget, when is that project dropping?
July 30th.
Okay.
It's coming out. Yeah.
Cool.
Worldwide distribution. iTunes. You can find my first album on iTunes too. It's the self-titled, the original Playboi.
Okay.
You know, so
it's Monday, right? Monday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday.
The track that I have here that I'm going to be playing, is it off the upcoming album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Side Chick. It features my R&B singer from Seattle, Eddie Grand Prix.
Okay.
He's fresh. He's also on the Lazy Bone track. Him and I did. But and then it has Coke Boy Red Nose from the Cocaine Gang. That's my other CCG member out here on the West Coast, putting it down for the Coke Boys. So. And it's a banger. You know what I mean?
All right, well, we fixing to bang it.
Yeah. I want to hear some feedback. So
side chick.
Yeah. Everybody got to have a side chick nowadays, right?
Yeah, let's not get into that. Let's hear the song.
Side chick.
Fast with me, conflicted but cash driven. My whip game is mad different. Hater, hide your chick, cause that bitch just might end up as my new side chick. We smoking on that Jamaican, that purple haze from the Haitians. Player, don't be mistaken, I'm rolling foreign, you're faking. I'm getting money, quit hating. I'm breaking bread with the Asians. Got no kind of patience when it comes to the money I'm making. I love my side chick, she love me too. My side Versace got a sidekick, she love me too. And that's why they call me boo. And that's why I call them love. This pimp game insane, make a motherfucker wanna knuckle up. I'm Joe with a double sub.
That was on point.
Playboy, side chick.
100% on point.
No, the wifeys ain't gonna like that.
The
wifeys ain't gonna like that.
No, I don't like that whole thing, but you know, what can I say?
It's a great song, man. I'm with you. I was but the wifeys, they gonna what do you mean, side chick? Yeah.
All right then. So good song, great job.
Yeah,
Look forward to the album dropping on the 30th. Radio hits.
Yeah, a lot of things popping. Keep working, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Now, Mr. Mike BMinor.
In the building, baby.
What up, Mr. Mike BMinor? Tell our viewers and listeners a little bit about yourself.
First off, I just woke up right now. You know, I'm probably up and everything. Yeah, man. So definitely. First off, let me make this straightly noticed. You feel me? Like I am a pianist. I'm definitely a pianist. I've been playing the piano since I was 5 years old. I've been playing drums since I was 3 years old. Always been musically inclined. My dad, you know, used to take me to Hollywood, so I've always been around music. Around like 11 or 12, you know, I really had a weird childhood. I had both my parents. You feel me? Both of them. I have 2 siblings, an older brother, a younger sister. We all had the same parents, so you feel me? You know, my grandpa's a pastor, so definitely I was supposed to be like a whole different lane. But my problem was I like to watch BET. You feel me? So I got sidetracked and everything, and I definitely took another path. So a lot of it, you know, I started rapping when I was about 13 years old.
Okay.
Really wasn't rapping. I was just trying to rap. You know. But definitely when I turned about 18 or whatnot, you know, I started to get a little bit serious, and so I had to like relearn the whole curve because I really missed the whole hip hop movement. Like I heard it, but you know what I mean. It's like you can't play it at home because moms and dads gonna come over. You feel me? So I had, you know, you feel me? I had the little Walkmans and stuff like that. I'll try to listen to it on low, whatever. But I really didn't get time because you know. My parents go through my computer and delete every song I had. So definitely, but you feel me? I started to, you know, as I started going into the past, I started seeing things and really working on flow structure and stuff like that. So, but first and foremost, I'm definitely a pianist. I've always aspired to be a pianist and everything. Came up from the streets of LA, you feel me? I grew up in Carson, was always in Compton, South Central, you feel me? I got a whole bunch of homies. I'm one of those people just untouchable on the streets, you feel me, to an extent, because I just know too many people. I know too many people, you feel me? But same time, you feel me, I'm very humble. You know, I got 2 kids. I definitely am just focused on just doing music and being a better influence to myself and to my community, to everybody around me.
That's what's
up. Wonderful. Now tell me about how your music then is unique or different than the fact that you play the piano
All right, so first off, the president over my label gonna kill me for saying this. First off, I didn't choose this track that y'all about to hear. This wasn't my choice, you feel me? But the stuff that I want, that I definitely am behind is my new stuff, and that's definitely with a lot more piano content in it. You know, cause definitely that's like my thing. I like to play, like when I perform, I play and I rap at the same time. So that's one thing. That's what I really do and stuff like that. But like, you know, at the same time, you got to get a radio or something. So we have to make a radio track. But definitely, like, unique about me is really just that piano. It's like, I love to talk about just deep subjects. I like to, you know, see through other people's eyes. I actually talk to people. There's some songs I made, like a song Weather the Shout on my second mixtape before and when I did that, I actually talked to different people, you know, and asked them about their position, because, you know, I have both my parents, so who am I to rap about a song about mothers, you know, children? But definitely I had to figure out a way to see it through their eyes and then rap about it through their eyes, and then I had to put my own spin on it and tell my own story and show how we were all, you know, could be compared or whatnot. So definitely it's just about really just me. I just love life, you know, and I like to explore. I like to know people. I like to know different things about people, talk to people, help people out. And I personally am a true believer that, you know, good music is the best cure to a broken heart, you feel me? So definitely, you know.
Up, so who are you listening to in your, you know, who's playing in your ride right now?
Me. You feel me? Definitely no. I work with a lot of local artists. You know, shout out to Ree Money, how she called in. Like, I didn't even know she was watching it. She's supposed to be doing some other shit. She's actually supposed to be recording right now. But you feel me? At the same time, thanks for showing love. She definitely, I listen to her. I listen to LeVay Cole. I listen to Greatness YE. You feel me? My boy Ceases. Those are just local people. I listen to them, but you feel me? My homegirl Bella, she's a singer. She kills. You feel me? It's a lot of people that we listen to. I listen to Kendrick. I listen to J. Cole. I listen to you know. I started going back. You know, now I'm on Andre 3000. I'm on Nas. Tough. You feel me? I'm on the old Jay-Z. You feel me? Not the new Jay-Z, but the old Jay-Z. You feel me? Definitely, like, that's what I'm really doing right now. It's really just like retroactive of learning about the music and really getting more into the music, but at the same time just enjoying everything, you know.
All right. Tell us about this track that we have. Creeping. Is it like similar to like creeping to the side?
Creeping is the interlude into side chick. That's definitely what it is. Y'all was together doing definitely. Put it together. But definitely not. You know, like I said, it definitely wasn't the song of my choice. It's just a radio song. It's definitely like they say you got to do a radio song. So I did this. You feel me? It's very ABC. I'm not. You feel me? I'm not behind it, but I love it because of the fact that it's funny to me. Like, when I listen to it, I just start laughing about it. You feel me? Because, you know, it's a lot more to it. But at the same time, it goes, you feel me? It's a song. You feel me?
It's those end up being your hits.
That's you know.
If you don't like, end up being your hits, man.
The conversation I had, because I swear I was like, I'm going to change this track, bro. I got another track I want to play. We're going to change this track. I'm going to go up there and tell the change track. And he was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta trust that, you know, you feel me?"
And what I want to say, can you hand me that DVD? Last week when Mr. Marvin Watkins was here, former national director and A&R for Priority Records, he left the Music Business 201, and one of the things they talked about was just that, how the artist sometimes, the label is gonna dictate what's being released and what's played in the singles, and sometimes the artists don't sort of agree with that. So I want you guys to check out Music Business 201. Google it, Marvin Watkins. They have this for sale for a donation, I should say, for Indiegogo. They're trying to raise money to shoot another indie film. So some good information in this DVD, Music Business 201. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and get into this song, Creepin', okay?
For sure.
I be working in the morning, recording in the evening. I be in the midnight, but I make time for you. I be working in the morning, recording in the evening. I be in the midnight, but I make time for you. I'll 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 make time for you.
Well, I'll make time for you. I'll make time. I wake up in the morning. I turn my girl on. She put me in my zone. Now it's time to get up. I hop about the bed. Go and get red. Then go to get fed. But she still wanna follow. It's 10 before 9. Girl, I ain't got time. I'm about to get clerk. I call her to my office with a couple of her friends and I tell them shut the door behind them. They all know the photo drill, no need to remind them. Pun intended, I jump all up in it, man. I'm glad my windows tinted and my walls are soundproof. Just like in the booth where I'm going when I'm off. Go hard on the track. I leave the studio and meet a bitch up at the gym. We take a quick shower, then I'm home right at 10.
Working in the morning, recording in the evening. I be in the midnight, but I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I be working in the morning, recording in the evening. I be in the midnight, but I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
But bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Yeah. New day, same routine. I love it when my girl wake me. Start the day off right, but I gotta slow down with them dark night. Stop playing, girl, or I'm gonna be late. Let me get my ass ready while you make me a plate. But make it 2 go, cause that's what I'm about to do. On the way to work, I just think about who I'm a hotel restaurant on my lunch break, and my waitress trying to make a nigga wait. She want this rich forever, but I just want some, so excuse me, miss. I know I ain't drink, but I got the presidential upstairs. So when you off, I'ma get there. Ain't a Marriott law. Don't worry about your employer, cause girl, I am the boss.
Working in the morning, recording in the evening. I be in the midnight, but I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I be working in the morning, recording in the evening. I be in the midnight, but I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
But bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Okay, I see nothing.
I make time for you.
Yeah. Girl, here I am. I'm a boom boom power like Will I Am. Hi, I'm hungry like Sam I am, and I'm like it's green eggs and ham. Girl, you like Denny's? I brought the Grand Slam, a sexual explosion. Go bam. I take my court, make the jury say, tell the judge I beat it up, the evidence on cam. But when I'm done, I'm gone. Girl, I'm like a night, I'm staying alone. No kiss goodbye, just a text on the phone saying wish I could've stayed, but I had to get home alone, and I be right on time. First I shower at the gym, then I'm back with mine. Same morning routine, I just rise and shine. Tell my girl I don't need breakfast. I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah, working in the morning, girl.
Recording in the evening. I be in the midnight. But I make time for you.
But I make time for you.
I be working in the morning.
Recording
in the evening. I be in the midnight. But I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Cause bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
But bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Bitch, I be creeping.
I make time for you.
Mike Easy Beer.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that was creeping.
Yes, I agree. That was a good song. That was a good track to put out.
I like that.
What you got coming up as far as you got any projects coming out? You got any performances you want to let our viewers know about? And go ahead and shout out where they can find you at.
Okay, so for show number 1, I just dropped my album, which is definitely like a heartfelt project. It's something I was actually very proud of. A lot more piano content in it. It's called Debut. You can it's on Mix Connect, but you know the best place to go listen to is on SoundCloud. Just search me up, soundcloud.com/Mike-B.Minor. Spelled correctly all the way, you know, MIC. Definitely, you feel me? You can check me out on Instagram and everything. I'm actually in the process of planning a tour. We're actually planning a tour from September until December. We definitely have a few dates locked in. We're gonna hit a couple of high schools. We're doing some fundraisers for a couple of high schools. We got a hookah bar tour coming up, where we're gonna hit a whole bunch of hookah bars. Definitely, we already got it down from Sacramento all the way down to San Diego. You feel me? It's gonna actually be sponsored by Fumari, so that's gonna be big for us. Definitely next year, you know, we're gonna do a national tour. We're actually planning that up. I'm actually been blessed, you know, with the opportunity right now to actually tour with the TDE family. I've been touring with Kendrick and Schoolboy. They just I'm not really rapping or nothing like that. I'm just going just to see the scene, see how they do stuff, meet the people. You feel me? So next year, you know, definitely what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be definitely doing a festival run all summer long. Right. So we're definitely doing that. I'm definitely gonna be doing Pitchfork. We talked to them. I'm definitely gonna be doing what's the Pemberton up in Canada. There's also the Hudson Project in NY Pemberton. I hope I'm saying it right. I hope they don't get mad at me too. But Pemberton and Hudson Project, those are first years for their festival. So they definitely said they're gonna sponsor me and have me come out for their stuff. Definitely overseas. We got a couple of ones I'm looking at. So really right now I'm just in the process of planning and everything. Still in the 80. I don't think I'm the best artist yet. I still want to work on stuff. I still want to get better on everything I do. But at the same time, you know, right now it's just the best time, and I feel like I just want to grow with my audience. You know what I mean? So as I get better, my audience gets better. You feel me? And we all come together. Feel me?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, the original Playboi. Tell us what you have coming up again, and any shout outs, and where our viewers and listeners can connect with you at.
You know, I got a show if you're out there in Phoenix this Friday. I got a show with my man Yuckmouth at Joe's Grotto. Probably be like 400 people in the crowd. It'll be a nice turnout. August 16th to 17th, I'll be out here in LA at the West Coast Hip Hop Awards performing. I'll have my booth. I've got a bunch of merchandise like alligator pink hats for ladies and bunch of crazy merchandise. Shout out to my producer DJ Nightbreed, man. It's my brother. You know, my killer, he's in the other room. I got my personal security. My body man is over
Killer
busy.
D.
You know, yeah.
You may have seen Killer D at the very beginning of the broadcast.
Yeah. He's driving too. So, you know, / driver. So I know he's tired. But, you know, shout out to my manager. You know, without you, a lot of this hasn't really been possible. You know, shout out to Coke Boy Brock, Cocaine Gang, baby, Coke Boys. That's what it is. And, you know, all my partners, man, the people that ride with me, you know, shout out to Frank Nitty Gritty Studios, you know, over there in Riverside, Harmony House, Lazy, man, it's my family, Shelly Sale, Big Glasses Malone, Spice One, man, just shout out to everybody that's made this project happen. And, shout out to MTV for picking me up as one of their artists. You know, that's a blessing. You know, so
now what does that entail? What does that? What does
you
that
know,
mean?
they just have an opportunity to buy my songs and play it on like Black Ink or whatever TV shows they have.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you Google me, it's The Original Playboi. B-O-I though, not B-O-Y. Hugh Hefner owns all rights to that. So don't get caught with liability.
Yeah, don't get a cease and desist.
Yeah. So you know, the original Playboi. I'm like the first 10 pages on Google. Add all my Facebooks. You know, find me on Twitter. That's the big thing I've been doing now. I'm trying to get my Twitter up. I only been messing with it about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And you know, it's a Playboi Original. So, you know, follow me, hit my pages. I got them in Phoenix, Chicago, New York, LA, Tucson. Just, you know, just add me. Stay everywhere. Yeah.
And so you sell merchandise. So do you have like a store online or?
You know, it's in the works right now, my webpage, and we've got everything from like, you know, camo pink alligator hats for women that say Original Playboi on it. Yeah, we got, this is, you know, Tiger's company, but, yeah, so, and then, you know, we got shirts, we got everything. We got keychains, coffee mugs, mouse pads, women's V-necks, men's V-necks. We're going to have wife beaters, shorts. You know, I'm working with somebody that works with Burner out of the 415, the rapper Burner off TaylorMade, and my boy Leo from Straight Lace. Shout out to Straight Lace, man. He's always looking out for me. Okay. And, you know, man, we got some top-of-the-line merchandise. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to be top-of-the-line. We don't want to do anything cheap. We don't want to cut any corners. We want to have the best of the best. So that way, you know, it's a representation of who we are, you know, what we represent. So.
Sounds like a move.
Pink hats for the side chicks, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Flipping with the side chicks, man.
Side chicks, yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to get into this track. I want to shout out Amber Renee, Insane One Records recording artist Amber Renee. She'll be performing at Rain Nightclub on the 26th, so check that out. I'm actually going to play one of her tracks right now called Dollars, and then after we hear that, we'll come back and we'll wrap things up, okay?
Please.
Dollars.
Turn on all the lights, check my OA. Post for the paparazzi when they in my face. If you rep your city, then do it big. If you ain't going all out, you ain't getting in. Up in limousines, baby, I'm a star. Everything on me, I'm buying out the bar. Call me the baker, I make that dough. That's all I know. Money's the conversation, you do all my talking. If you ain't got it like I got it, you can't keep on walking. Dollars, dollars, dollars. That's all I know. Hundreds, 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 hundreds. That's all I know. Andrew, Ulysses, and Frank. That's all I want. That's how my dollars be raised. I'm cashed out and I'm all about my dollars. All about my dollars. I'm all about my dollars. I'm cashed out and I'm all about my dollars. All about my dollars. I'm all about my dollars. I keep withdraw on my black card, then I spend it all. Let haters in the club so I can show off how I ball. If you got money, throw it up, let it fall down. My pocket's fat, my money's house. I got duffels, I got stacks, I got bins. I might spin a rack on Valentino pumps when I land. Couture cosmetic, Chloe got Louis, I got Prada. Keep my entourage around me so them boys don't holla. You ain't on my level, you'll never be as consistent. It's like I'm at the finish line and y'all need roadside assistance. I'm getting dollars, dollars, dollars. That's all I know. That's all I know. Andrew, Ulysses, and Frank. That's all I want. That's how my dollars be raised. I'm cashed out and I'm all about my dollars. All about my dollars. I'm all about my dollars. I'm cashed out and I'm all about my dollars. All about my dollars. I'm all about my dollars. I'm getting butter. She getting butter. He getting butter. They getting we getting dollars, dollars, dollars. That's all I know. That's all I know. Andrew, Ulysses, and Frank. That's all I want. That's how my dollars be raised. I'm cashed out and I'm all about my dollars. All about my dollars. I'm all about my dollars. I'm cashed out and I'm all about my dollars. All about my dollars. I'm all about my dollars.
That was Renee Amber.
Amber Renee with dollars. And we have our final caller on the line tonight. We have time for one more caller. You're live on the Blaze in DLA show.
Blaze.
Hi, LaShawn. This is Taylor.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? You know I had to call in for my artist, so I'm glad to see original Playboi. So I couldn't make it out there with you guys, but I wasn't feeling well. So
we thank you so much, and I hope you're feeling better. Okay, we miss you here tonight.
Oh, and I have a package for you. It's coming in the mail, so you should see it soon. What's up, Michelangelo? What's up, Playboi?
What up?
How you doing, love?
Thanks for the love.
Yep. So I'm glad to see you guys, and hopefully next time I'll be out there with you.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Step into my side for you guys. They doing major work in the AZ. I'm telling you. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go around one more time and you guys can give some shout outs, final thoughts in closing, and let's hit it up. Mike Angelo.
Shout out to original Playboi, Mike BMinor, Jason, the Lady Empress,
Yes.
I Empress, Blaze Indy, the West Coast, Chirac, Budadak. We in the building, man. Let's go, Playboi. What you got?
Man, huge shout out to all you guys, man. I appreciate the love having me come out like this, man. You know,
Yes, sir.
It's real talk. It's a lot of love. I feel it. We moving in a positive direction. Shout out to my man Dog Mouth from Wu-Tang Clan that called in, man. What's up, baby? I really appreciate the love. You know, man, let's get this grind right. Let's get this music tight. Let's keep the hustle tight, and let's just keep giving these people what they want, what they deserve. You can expect an album every 4 months from me. So working
hard.
Yeah,
that's a little too much, but yeah.
No, it is. It's gonna happen though. We already got my other album that's getting ready to drop too. So the CCG L Burner album, it's already done. We're just gonna wait maybe 2 months and then drop it.
Right.
So our whole goal is album every 4 months. You know what I mean?
Flood 'em.
Yeah. God's good, man. God is great. I appreciate all the viewers, all the listeners. Man, stay up. It's a movement. God bless y'all.
Mike BMinor.
First off, I want to definitely give a shout out to my label Masters in Creation. You feel my parents for creating me, God up above. You feel me, all of them. Definitely, I want to give a shout out to the president over the label, Detail. I want to give a shout out to Reed Money. I have to write this down because I'll be forgetting. People get mad at me. To my producer, Justin Basa, feel me, Your Excellence, Kyrie, Lake LeVay Cole, Caesar's Tombstone, Chuck, Jimmy Watts, Lady Empress, Michelangelo, TDE for letting me roll with them. You feel me? Definitely all of them. Definitely, you feel me? I don't know, man. I'm just humble. You feel me? I'm glad to be on the show. I thank y'all for having me and you know, just taking the time out. You know, shout out to Playboi. You know, All love, you feel me, with the indie grind and stuff. Feel me?
BMinor.
Definitely check me out. Oh, follow me on Instagram. I don't like Twitter. I'm on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. I just say stuff to piss people off, but you feel me? Check me out at Mike BMinor on MIC BMinor. Or you can check me out definitely on Instagram. I'm definitely, you feel me, posting stuff. I like to post, my travels and stuff like that. I've been, I just came back from Europe a month ago, so definitely it was beautiful. It's my first time out, that far out of the country. I went to Australia a couple months ago too, so definitely I'm traveling. Check me out, MICB_minor on Instagram, you feel me? Besides that, you feel me, just look out for me. Check out, support the indie grind, support everybody, you feel me? Support good music, you feel me? And get your mixes done. Get your mixes done. That's
and finally, get your music right.
Get your music right.
Lady Empress.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the viewers, all the listeners for supporting the Blaze Indie LA show. Please. I want to make sure I mention all the producers whose background beats you're hearing throughout the show. Hen Beats, Acid 19, M. Reagan, and Teddy Starnes. And I believe I'm also going to shout out Focus, the producer, who is actually making us a custom track for the Blaze Indie LA show. Hopefully I might have it on the next show. Also, just a reminder, we are moving to Fridays starting in August.
Yes.
Fridays at 7 p.m., same blazeindla.com. All that's the same. We're just changing from Wednesdays to Fridays. So don't get lost. And I'm going to send you like an email blast and tweet it and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys, the transition won't be too bad. We won't lose anybody. Want to shout out definitely Insane, who is normally the co-host of the show. Right. We look forward to having him back in 2 weeks.
No.
And
we love you, man. Come on back, man. Hurry up, get back so you get this pressure off me, man.
Michelangelo did very well. Thank you so much, Michelangelo, and holding it down here at the Blaze Indie LA show. I also want to just go ahead and mention a couple of the promotions that we have going on right now. In-studio guests, if you want to come in and join us, all you got to do is call me and we'll book it. It's free. We have an open mic spotlight for people who are not in the state or just want to call in. That one we charge a little bit of a fee for, $25. And then also now I'm offering to run video through our syndicated partners. Once we tape this show, we send it all over the place, and before I do that, I'm able to edit in video. So if you'd like to world premiere your video to our thousands of listeners, or viewers I should say, and actually listeners, because what I'll do also is put the audio through the radio. So whether it's a music video or whatever, it's still going to get audio, and it's still going to get listeners and viewers. So that promotion is $35. So hit us up if you'd like to do something like that. And I think lastly, I just want to warn you guys or give y'all a heads up. Mr. Run Me My Money, Compton AV, will be in the building next week. Y'all better make sure you put it in the calendar right now, and that will be our final show on Wednesday. On Wednesdays, and then we're moving to Fridays. So Compton AV in the building next week. And actually, if anybody else wants to come in and sit in with us, call me. We might let you come in and rub shoulders with Compton.
Please. Yeah, we do.
So, hey, that's it for me. You can find me on Facebook mostly. Actually, I'm going to be setting up 1-844-BLAZE LA to take all my calls from now on, so and get them off my own personal phone. There will be extensions you'll be able to call and hear, about Urban Indie Radio Los Angeles, hear about the magazine, and hear about all the promotions I mentioned beforehand. So a lot of things are changing. But hopefully, the show is still going to be the same great show happening at the same great time on Fridays now at 7 p.m. But, a lot of things in the works. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for checking us out. Anything anybody else got to say? No?
God bless. Stay safe.
God bless. Alrighty, it is my time. As always, Lady Empress. I am Press.
It's about to sing.
Lady is about to kill your feet. Good night.
Peace.